Mike Farrell, Rivals.com at the Under Armour All-America Game here in Orlando, Florida, with Michail Carter, one of the top defensive linemen in the country, one of the top players in the country, and being recruited heavily. You got 5 schools that you said are right now your 5 finalists. Give me those 5 first.
Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, Clemson, and Georgia Tech.
Okay, so let's talk about the 2 in-state schools. What do you like about each? Where do you think you fit with each program?
Well, first and foremost, they're close to home. You know, I have to worry about, my family taking long trips to come see me play. And the scheme, I played a 3-4, 4-3 defense at my high school, so I think that I fit in perfectly.
And Auburn and Alabama, 2 bitter rivals. What do you like about each of those programs?
I like the way they have their linemen. They're rough, they're physical. That's how I like to play.
And then Clemson, a great year this year, obviously. You see some of these, freshman defensive tackles playing. What do you like about them?
Well, the culture, Clemson is very different from some of the other colleges. The way the coaches carry themselves and the relationship that they have with their players.
What visits do you have scheduled? Do you know, like the 15th, 22nd, 29th? Do you have those set?
The 15th, I have Clemson. The 22nd, I have Georgia Tech, and the 29th I have Georgia, and I plan to set up a visit during the week from Alabama and Auburn.
Okay, so hit both of those back to back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so obviously you had a tremendous relationship, I would imagine, with the previous Georgia staff. New coach there, but they keep Tracy Rocker. How important was that for you?
It really didn't change anything because I knew Coach Smart. He was at Alabama, and Coach Rocker staying there was a major plus.
Okay, and the other schools obviously have a little bit more recent stability when it comes to coaching. Have you gotten to know the new staff at Georgia? I mean, I know you know Coach Smart from recruiting at Alabama, but have you gotten to know any of the other guys?
Not really, not really.
You get a lot of in-state pressure to go to either Georgia or Georgia Tech?
I do.
Which one more?
Georgia.
And what do people say to you? What's their reasoning?
Yeah, just go to Georgia. That's all they say.
That's it? No reason?
No reason.
Now, about other recruits, do they also hit you up and say, hey, man, I'm committed to the G, you go there?
Mm-hmm. Well, some do. I met up with some, like, during games and stuff.
And your decision is going to come down to, I imagine, signing day?
Yes.
All right. Any top 2 right now? Like, who's, right now the most comfortable schools for you?
Well, I would say that Alabama is the school that's coming at me the hardest.
Okay, so they're recruiting you the hardest. Is it safe to say Georgia is the school you're most comfortable with?
I mean, I don't know. I can't say off the top of my head.
All right. So, signing day decision, those visits are going to play. Last thing, what's the one coach, and if it's not Coach Rocker, who is it that you've been most impressed with on the defensive side of the ball from those 5 schools?
I would say I like Coach Bo Davis from Alabama. I like the way he teaches. He doesn't only teaches hard work and being physical, but he also teaches good technique.
It doesn't hurt that they've got those 2 defensive tackles that are moving on. So is early playing time important?
It is.
We'll see how this shakes out. A lot of people think he's going to stay in state at Georgia, but who knows? Thanks very much.